We know Jason Momoa as the fierce, unstoppable force from Aquaman and Game of Thrones. But behind that battle-hardened exterior is something even stronger, the heart of a devoted father. And recently, fans got a tearful glimpse of just how deeply his daughter, Lola Iolani, has him wrapped around her finger. Captured on camera, Jason's emotional reaction to a major change in Lola's life resonated with people everywhere. It's the kind of raw, unfiltered moment that reminds us all, even the toughest warriors have a tender side. Born on July 23, 2007, Lola Iolani Momoa isn't just Jason's daughter. She's a living symbol of his Hawaiian heritage. Her name, Iolani, meaning royal hawk, carries the spirit of her ancestry. And from the moment she arrived, Jason's role as a father became his most cherished one. While many celebrity kids grow up in the shadows of flashing cameras, Jason and his wife, actress Lisa Bonet, took a different path. Their peaceful Topanga Canyon home, surrounded by nature, became a sanctuary where Lola could just be a kid. Think tree climbing, horseback riding, and celebrating Hawaiian traditions, a far cry from the glitz of Hollywood. Jason often shared snippets of their family life, and one thing was always clear. His daughter wasn't just growing up, she was growing into herself. Despite his towering stature and commanding presence, Jason's role as dad has always been his soft spot. Even as he wielded axes and conquered kingdoms on set, he was never too tough to braid Lola's hair or dance around the living room. By the time she was 5, Lola was already exploring film sets with her father. Crew members couldn't help but notice the striking contrast. The same man who embodied Khal Drogo transformed into a doting, playful dad the moment the cameras stopped rolling. And Lola? She wasn't fazed by her father's intimidating roles. To her, he wasn't a Hollywood hero. He was just dad. Jason's parenting philosophy is all about strength. Not just the physical kind, but the strength that comes from confidence and resilience. He introduced Lola to rock climbing, skateboarding, and surfing, encouraging her to take on challenges and believe in herself. "I want her to know she's capable of anything," Jason once said. Strength isn't just about muscles, it's about courage. But it wasn't all adrenaline and adventure. Music became a shared passion between the two. Jason taught Lola to play guitar, and by 8 years old, she was strumming along in family jam sessions, delighting fans who glimpsed these joyful moments online. As Lola grew older, Jason grew more aware of how quickly time passed. He shifted his schedule to be present for the little moments: school pickups, bedtime stories, and spontaneous road trips. "When she was younger, I could be away for months," he reflected. "But now, missing even a few weeks feels like missing a whole chapter." At the 2018 Aquaman premiere, fans saw a new side of Lola. No longer the shy little girl clinging to her dad's side, but a poised, confident young woman. And Jason beamed with pride. But even as she blossomed, his protective instincts remained. He enrolled her in self-defense classes, knowing the world could be tough, especially for young women. "I want her to feel safe and powerful," he explained. Lola's curiosity and passion for the environment soon mirrored Jason's own commitment to ocean conservation. Together, they participated in beach cleanups and environmental events. She even stood alongside him at youth forums, speaking about protecting the planet. True testament to the values he instilled. For Jason Momoa, raising a daughter isn't just about protecting her, it's about empowering her. And as Lola continues to grow, one thing is clear: father's greatest role isn't on screen, the one he plays every single day, being her dad. Being a Hollywood star means grueling schedules, globe-trotting shoots, and endless demands. But for Jason Momoa, there's one role that takes priority over all others: being a dad. And as his daughter, Lola Iolani, stepped into her pre-teen years, that role faced new challenges. While Jason dominated the big screen with franchises like Aquaman and Dune, Lola was forming her own identity, building friendships, and exploring her independent interests. Time apart became harder to manage. Jason, ever the creative problem solver, found a heartwarming way to bridge the distance. "When I'm filming overseas, we have virtual movie nights," he shared in a 2019 interview. We sync the same movie and video chat throughout. It's like we're together, even when we're miles apart. These late-night video calls may not have been perfect. They kept their bond strong, a constant reminder that no matter how far Jason's career took him, he was always just a screen away. Then came 2020, a year that turned the world upside down. For Jason, however, the unexpected halt of Hollywood productions became a precious gift. With Lola learning remotely and the whole family under one roof, they were granted uninterrupted time together, an opportunity Jason didn't take for granted. It felt like the universe hit pause, he reflected. I got to watch my daughter grow without missing a moment. From backyard camping adventures to family jam sessions, these memories became treasures, a reminder of how time, when slowed down, can heal and strengthen. When Lola's 13th birthday arrived in mid-2020, the emotional weight of fatherhood hit Jason harder than any stunt or fight scene ever could. His social media became a reflection of his bittersweet pride. Every parent says it goes too fast, he wrote in a heartfelt post. They're right, and I'm not ready. And who could blame him? Watching his little girl grow wasn't just about seeing her age, it was about witnessing her spirit evolve, her independence bloom, and her voice emerge. With roots as rich as hers, Lola was eager to explore every part of her identity. As the daughter of Lisa Bonet, with African-American and Jewish heritage, and Jason, who proudly embraces his native Hawaiian and European ancestry, Lola's cultural background was a tapestry of stories. Jason stood by her side, encouraging her to dive deeper into her Hawaiian roots. From hula lessons to family trips honoring their ancestors, these experiences connected Lola to the strength of her lineage. Understanding where you come from shapes where you're going, Jason said. I want her to stand confidently in all aspects of her heritage. At just 14, Lola took that confidence to a global stage. Speaking at a United Nations Youth Forum on ocean plastic pollution, she drew from her own experiences cleaning beaches with her father. Jason, beaming with pride, watched as his daughter used her voice to advocate for the planet, a cause they both hold close to their hearts. Even as Lola embraced the spotlight, Jason remained fiercely protective. She's smart, compassionate, and brave, he said. As her dad, I'll always worry. Parenting a teenager brought a whole new set of challenges, especially when it came to dating. In 2021, Jason candidly admitted the emotional roller coaster of watching Lola grow into a young woman. I wanted to say, nope, absolutely not, he joked on The Kelly Clarkson Show. But I know I have to let her live her own life. I'm still working on that. Still, Jason's protective nature didn't stop him from embracing Lola's self-expression. For her 14th birthday, when she requested temporary blue hair dye, Jason hesitated, then surprised her by adding streaks of blue to his own hair. It was a simple act, one that spoke volumes, a father's love, unwavering and unconditional, celebrating his daughter's individuality. By the time Lola turned 15, she was no longer just Jason Momoa's daughter. She was becoming a force in her own right. At industry events like the Dune premiere, cameras couldn't help but capture the undeniable bond between father and daughter. From their identical laughs to the subtle shared mannerisms, their connection radiated warmth. But even as she made her mark, Jason still saw her as his little girl. Then came the moment that changed everything. It was late 2023. At a family gathering, Jason watched as Lola descended the staircase, poised, radiant, nearly eye level with her father. The little girl who once perched on his shoulders was now a confident young woman. A camera caught Jason's reaction, a mix of awe, pride, and the bittersweet ache only a parent can understand. Tears welled in his eyes. It wasn't just her physical transformation that moved him. It was her spirit, her independence, and the realization that she no longer needed him in the same way. I blinked, and she grew, Jason later shared, but she's not just growing up, she's growing into herself, and that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. At the Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom premiere, Lola's confidence shone brightly. She spoke of her dreams of sustainable fashion design, and her continued dedication to ocean conservation. Jason, watching from the sidelines, was no longer the towering hero. He was a dad, bursting with pride. The next day, Jason's Instagram tribute to his daughter read, "The greatest challenge of my life hasn't been climbing mountains. It's been learning to stand steady while watching you soar." Parenting is a journey of joy, heartbreak, and unexpected moments. Stay with you forever. Have you ever experienced a moment that made you realize just how much your child has grown? Share your story in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. And stay tuned for more heartwarming stories like this one. Catch you in the next one.